Hi, so today I'm doing a book review on Girl Online on Tour, the sequel to Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, aka Zoella, because I'm pretty sure if you call her Zoe, not Zoella, do you even go on YouTube? I absolutely loved Girl Online #1. I did 2 videos on it. I loved it. It was a 5 stars. I kept dancing between 3 to 4 stars on this one. I ended up giving it 4 because I know I'm very harsh at criticizing. That's just me as nature. But it was too slow. The other one wasn't exactly an adventure one either. This is contemporary, but it's just like she goes on tour with her boyfriend for the summer. She shut down her blog at the end of the last one, which I was kind of happy she opened at the end of this one. Her and Elliot weren't together all the time, which took away from my witty nerd love for best friends. First off, Noah, her international rock star boyfriend, honestly felt like punching him 24/7. You start off and he has these great plans, and first off, number 1 problem with this whole book, why was there no adults? Besides their manager Dean, which ended up being a moron, and their bodyguard Larry, these kids are, I think the oldest one was Leia, and I want to say she was in her young 20s. Noah is 18, and Penny is 16 and going on tour is very much of a stretch legally too. Why are they not being more looked out for? Why are they not being guided? Because, what was his name, Blake? I think Noah's guitar drummer friend, Blake guy, he's like 18, maybe a little older, probably not old enough to legally drink in the US, but of course they're in the UK, so you got all the alcohol going for them. He's like a complete, almost psychopathic. Why are there no adults? Because this is everybody's first tour. I can guarantee you celebrities nowadays, if they're 16, 18, I'd even say if they're in their young 20s, there's going to be some adult figure that pulls them from the edge every once in a while, and they're all friends, but they're all not acting like friends, and I was just like, what is wrong with you? If you're going on a world tour, which is scary, impulsive, kind of reckless, and nerve-wracking 24/7, if you don't have anxiety going on a world tour, performing almost every single night, I don't think you're human. And they just, like, all they do is sit together with video games, and I'm like, how come none of you ever sat down and had a down, deep-to-earth conversation and said, hey, I didn't feel comfortable doing this photo shoot, or something like that, and somebody could be like, yeah, me too, I didn't feel comfortable at this rehearsal because this guy kept talking to me like this, like, some communication, because you don't even have to be bandmates, you just have to be tour mates, and there wasn't a lot of people introduced, and I wanted more people because no matter what tour you're on, there's a lot of people. There's tour managers, and there was only one tour manager, which isn't right because you can have a lot more than just one, especially when he's a narcissistic asshole that steals your girlfriend's phone, threatens her friend and his boyfriend, then threatens to release everything publicly, and then sends threats. So, yay, management! I would like to say I suspected Dean. I did not. I thought the real truth anonymous guy was just another cyber bully. I wanted to dismiss it as that, though there wasn't that case. Okay, let's talk about Noah. Noah was why I hated this whole book, because I get it, dude. You don't know what a first tour is going to be like. And even though he was just opening act, and they had that one scene at the concert when they were watching the biggest band on the planet, and they even mentioned One Direction here. I was like, yay. And he's touring with such a big band, and they had that little concert dance, and that was literally like the only date. Like, was there another one? I really don't think so. You had the whole, I did like how Penny kind of reconnected with Megan, because just because you can be a 16-year-old brat doesn't mean you stay that way forever. People mature, people change, good and bad thing. How you're going to look at that mirror is up to you. I liked her friendship with the twins. I missed Elliot. I just, you got a Skype call, so I was like, nah. Noah, at the very end, I wanted to reach to the pages, grab him around the neck, and throttle him across the room. How could you believe that your girlfriend who suffers from panic attacks, anxiety, social discomfort, all of that, is going to feel abandoned, so she attempts to cheat on you with your best friend, and she knows he's your best friend? Does that sound anything like Penny? That is nothing even close to Penny. And Noah didn't even question it. He just went along with, I still think his name is Blake, I'm not quite sure. Really, you think Penny did that? And he's over there, the person who changed Santora was you, and blah, 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 blah. Noah's ignored her all the time. You're kind of feeling abandoned all the time, because your boyfriend's kind of off there being thrown by girls throwing themselves at him, and he's doing photo shoots and always constantly ignoring you. I can get to see why she was starting to feel just like a burden. Who won it? And it's like, and the whole Blake is drunk, tries to kiss her, gets scared, doesn't want to learn the friendship, goes tell his Noah that she came on to him. Why would you believe that, Noah? Why? You knew Penny. She had a panic attack just talking to you, which resulted in her vomiting and almost passing out. So, clearly you believe you... Why? I couldn't stand that part. Literally, I was just... And then they break up. Finally, I kept waiting for them to break up. And Elliot and Alex got back together because they got threatened by the real truth. And then that whole scene with Dean being walked in by Noah was like, finally, you kind of need to. And then Noah now defends Penny. And everybody's saying Penny made Noah undesirable. Is anybody not a fan of One Direction? Because I'm pretty sure at one point they've all had girlfriends, and we just choose to ignore the fact. Because we still want them for ourselves, which is not nice. Oh well. They're all single now, though. Noah, I hated Noah. I literally wanted them to break him up for good. I was just like, you're done. Penny said, don't talk to me. He actually didn't talk to her. I loved when Elliot and Penny got together in France and they did their little, cheap running around random stuff. I loved Penny and Lay getting a friendship because it's really nice to have somebody who kind of gets the feeling of things, even if they don't quite get the feeling of things, because granted, Lay goes on stage every single night and performs, and Penny just kind of sits in the background. I loved that Penny took that photo of Lay, I'm calling her Lay, and that was what they used as the album cover. I love that Penny got back into photography and that she stopped being afraid of judgment. Noah wanted to throttle. I hate Noah. And then they had to end it like a normal contemporary where it's like, I want to be with you, and he named her Forever Girl, even though he hasn't even had more than 10 words with her in 4 weeks because he's been so busy. Okay. This is turning into a complaint, not a book review. I liked a couple things. I would say my overall review was 3 stars. It was not up to my expectations from the first one. I much preferred the first one, even though Noah and Penny, you implied they got back together. It ended like all those contemporaries do, with the implication, not the actual getting back together. There was a whole party with Elliot and Alex talking to Elliot about his family and his friends. Was just, I loved that. And it became one of those books at the end where the main romance, Penny and Noah, were less interesting than the side romance, Alex and Elliot. That's my overall view. It was 3 stars, which is, not that great. But I don't think there will be a book after this. It ended on that normal contemporary note, though I do hope Zoe writes again because she started off to a really good start. I'm Annalyse. Thank you for watching. Bye.